Well, I've done quite a few. This car here is a 65 122 wagon, and the car came from Memphis, Tennessee, and it was purchased by a doctor new in Alabama. And the doctor drove it for 17 years, doing house calls and all that. And then the guys in Memphis bought it from him, and then they were in a band, and they were the lead drummer for Sawyer Brown or something, and they carried all their band stuff in the back, the amplifiers and all their stuff, and just beat the whole interior to death with all their stuff, loading it, unloading it. But so I bought it, and it sat for quite a few years, and so I completely disassembled it, and I made a few improvements. It's mostly stock, but I added the fuel injection with a Mega Squirt fuel injection to it, and lowered it down a little bit, and just did some minor cosmetic things to it. But then just painted it all and redid the whole interior and everything. So
that is quite some history on this car.
yeah, so it's been around a little bit, but okay, I acquired this car. It's a 67 1800 from a guy that walked up to me at this show and said, "Are you interested in a project car?" And he was in Air Force intelligence, and he said he'd moved like 7 times in 5 years, and moved the car several times, and just never could get enough time or to finish it and all that. So I bought it from him, and he brought it up to me from Montgomery, Alabama, is where the last place it was stored. So, and it was all in pieces on a rotisserie. So just boxes and on a rotisserie, and he lost a few of the boxes in the moves too. So, and he had taken everything apart, every piece, every part piece, like the dash, everything was out of it. All the steering column he took out, took every piece apart, that he disassembled. So, and I decided at that point that it was probably best not to try to put it back stock. So I decided, well, I can be a little creative. So I took and I ended up he cut the whole front fenders out, like a foot up, to put in patch panels, and it only had a little tiny spot in the bottom that needed fixing. So he didn't really understand that, but it was his first project, so I understand, But so I found some new old stock front fenders, and I got new quarter panels and actually different doors, and put all that on the car, and then I decided, okay, I need new suspension, new engine. This is a 2016 Cadillac, out of a Cadillac CT6, 3.6 liter V6, and the 6-speed manual transmission. It's basically the same as the Camaro, 2016 to 2019 Camaro.
Does this car really move out?
Yeah, it does really well. Just stock, it was 335 horse, and now it's probably at least 350 horse, and so it moves really well. It's a lot of fun, but it's not squirrely at all. It's very stable, handles excellent. It's all aftermarket. Art Morrison built all the front suspension pieces and all that, and I fabricated all the subframe and all that to put it all in the car, and the motor mounts and all that. So, and it has a 2014 Mustang 8.8 rear end differential in it that's shortened 10 inches aside, so it's 20 inches narrower.
So it's really a custom car.
Yeah, it's complete custom. The dash, I bought the little textured stainless steel and laid that all out and had it all laser cut, and it has all aftermarket instruments in it. So it's a total custom. Like I said, the only thing electrical in the car stock was the wiper motor. So the wiper motor and the wiper switch is the only thing original to the car. So, and I painted it myself in my garage, and you do the best you can doing that, because you can't get it's not a totally clean environment and all that. You can't control the temperature very well, but but I'm happy with the results. I mean, it turned out good. So.